All right, President Donald Trump announced more new tariffs set to take effect next week. These include branded prescription drugs, furniture, and even heavy-duty trucks. NBC Connecticut political reporter Mike Savino joins us live in studio. Mike, how might these new tariffs impact us here in Connecticut?
Well, Kevin, I had a chance to talk with lawmakers, and they're really concerned about that tariff on prescription drugs. Now, the president announced some exemptions, so it's not exactly clear how many drugs will ultimately be impacted, but I heard bipartisan concerns about doing anything at all that risks higher prices when everyone's trying to bring those costs down.
I do not understand why we would want to do anything that makes prescription drugs more expensive for people.
State lawmakers from both sides are questioning President Donald Trump's latest tariffs, including a 100% levy on imported branded prescription drugs starting Wednesday. Trump also announced tariffs on heavy trucks and furniture, but Connecticut lawmakers say medicine is where people could feel the biggest impact.
There's no one in this country who said that the problem with prescription drugs was that they weren't expensive enough.
But Trump also announced exemptions, notably if companies are building facilities here in the country. The White House says roughly a dozen drug companies, including Merck, Johnson & Johnson, and Bristol-Myers Squibb, have announced plans for factories. One professor says companies have tried to protect consumers from the impact of other tariffs.
The companies or the countries are eating those tariffs. They haven't really been passed through.
A lobbying firm for pharmaceuticals said companies continue to invest in the U.S. because of Trump's policies, but every dollar spent on tariffs is a dollar that can't be invested in American manufacturing or the development of future treatments and cures. Meanwhile, Connecticut lawmakers want the president to try other tactics, like working with countries or offering incentives.
For example, with Canada, to help Canada help us with more robust manufacturing, and also help the generic companies find ways to incentivize them manufacturing in this country.
Or build on a policy that lets states like Florida import lower cost drugs.
You know, there are areas where there is bipartisan agreement, but, you know, the idea that you could tax American consumers and that would lower costs, taxes don't bring down costs.
You know, those lawmakers that you heard from say they're still trying to do what they can to bring prices down right here in Connecticut, including trying to recruit some of those offshore companies to build in this state. Coming up at 6, I'll have more on how they're trying to do that. But for now, live from the studio, Mike Savino, NBC Connecticut News.
Mike, thank you.